All right, hello everybody. Welcome to our presentation on earning academic credit with IVHQ and Intern Abroad HQ. We offer affordable and flexible alternative study abroad programs, and we'll be going over how you can earn academic credit in this brief presentation today. My name is Jennifer Gay. I'm the Director of Campus Relationships with IVHQ and Intern Abroad HQ, and I will be your host for this brief presentation. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you that you can feel free to chat any questions that you have, and we will either be able to address them while the presentation is going on or address them after this brief presentation. So there is a chat feature in this Zoom call, and you can feel free to enter any questions in at any time, and we'll make sure that we address them. All right, so in our presentation today, we are going to go over why you might want to be earning academic credit abroad, a little bit about the traditional study abroad options that might be available to you at your university, and then the difference for what we can offer you through our volunteer and internship experiences. Some course options, the different ways that you could enroll in our School of Record or our Diploma in International Volunteering, and then how to enroll. We'll, of course, end this brief presentation with questions and answers. So why study abroad? Why earn academic credit abroad? If you are enrolled at a university or considering enrolling in a university, having a study abroad experience, being abroad either internationally, internshipping or doing a volunteer experience allows you to explore a new country. You'll be able to build a new network of friends and colleagues internationally. You'll be able to apply your studies in the real world in field-based experiences beyond the classroom when you study with us. And you'll be able to potentially accelerate your degree plan depending on how you plan your study abroad. So why students choose our study abroad programs is that the traditional study abroad is wonderful. It serves a purpose. There are a lot of ways that you can do that through your university. Oftentimes that's through the traditional method of sitting in a classroom, attending lectures, taking exams, and paying a fairly high price for that experience. With volunteering and internship abroad experiences, you have field-based experiences. You are not in the classroom. You are either having an internship experience with an international company, getting mentoring and guidance, or you are working alongside the community, supporting causes that you really care about. We have a variety of countries and options for you, and you could get a full semester, a full US semester worth of credits for a very affordable price. The way our School of Record options work is you enroll in, you can choose how many credits you need to, you are eligible, and then how many credits you need. And you can enroll in these different options, either 1 to 5 credits with our accreditation through University of Montana, 6 to 10 or 11 to 16 through our accreditation with Warren Wilson College. Those are all universities in the United States that have been accredited and have scrutinized the curriculum that you would be going through in your coursework to be able to award that credit. You can see the prices are within that framework. So 1 to 5 credits would be $599 US. The coursework that you would be doing and would be receiving is equivalent to 45 hours of either volunteer or internship work. So that's the field work that you would be doing in the other country with us. And then you would be, for the academic credit portion, doing 1 reflection assignment per credit and a final assignment. So the School of Record overview, this is, once you enrolled, this is a glimpse of what you would see in your portal with us. You would have a reflection that you would be required to submit on different topics. So you would have your volunteer hours that you would be doing in country, or your internship hours that you would be doing in country. You would have these weekly reflections that you would see in your portal. You would be submitting those in writing on a weekly basis. and then you would have your final assignment. With our 1 to 5 credits, through University of Montana, the School of Record Relationship, you can see a sample of what that transcript would look like. I know that's a little bit small for you, but it would show up as upper division internship credit. And that's how you would be able to talk with your university about how that would transfer back for your particular studies. We'll get a little bit more into detail about that in just a moment. With us, you have a lot of flexibility and a lot of options. So you can really pick from a variety of ways to make this work for you. Because our programs have flexible start dates, flexible durations, and we have so many different options with different costs associated with them based off of the cost of living in the different countries, you should be able to find something that works for you. So just to give you a few examples, if you start on the orange section, the left side of your screen, and then you move along to all the way to the gray section, the right side of your screen, you can see a few examples. If you wanted to do a teaching volunteer project in Romania for 4 weeks, the cost of just the Romania teaching project, including your registration, program fee, accommodation, airport pickup, all of that included is $1,730 US. If you wanted to add on academic credits for those 4 weeks of volunteering, you would be eligible based on the contact hours in Romania, you would be eligible for 2 US credits. So the cost of that add-on would be $599 for a total of $2,329 for that experience in country and those 2 US credits. You can see the variability of the costs depending on where you go. Please note that internships have you in internship for 40 hours per week. Our volunteer programs are usually 25 hours per week, part-time. So your ability to earn more academic credit is higher with internship because of the amount of contact hours that you'll have in country. We also have a completely different option. So this is our 4th option available to you. And this is where you can actually receive a diploma in international volunteering. This diploma allows you to earn academic credit even if you can't do the required amount of contact hours in country. So if you have a limited availability to be able to go out of the country and have this experience, and you are also still looking for academic credit, this might be a good option for you. What it means is you could do as little as 2 weeks volunteering. This is exclusively available for students doing volunteer programs. Internships are not available for this diploma in international volunteering. So exclusively our volunteer programs, you could do as little as 2 weeks, and then you will be completing online modules that are 173 hours of coursework. You combine that with the 2 weeks of volunteering abroad, and you could receive up to 41 UK credits or all the way up to 16 US credits. The costs are put here in these fields: $849 for just the 41 UK credits, $1,998 for the US credits. So that's an additional option that I just want to make sure people are aware of if you really only have 2 or 4 weeks, but you're looking to get a full semester's worth of coursework. Doing the diploma in international volunteering may be a good option for you because of the online modules. How you enroll in any of these options that we've discussed is by applying to and registering online. You can see our websites up on the very top of your screen. All you need to do is click apply. It's a free application. There's no obligation. And it's a great way for you to start to get your specific questions answered by your program manager, who will be assigned to you once you submit an application. Once you move through that application, you will have an online profile. It's called either My IVHQ if you're applying for a volunteer program, or My IAHQ if you are applying for an Intern Abroad program. You'll then choose the appropriate academic credit option from the add-on page, and I'll show you a screenshot of what that looks like in a moment. You'll pay your fees as soon as you can for your preferred dates. You'll complete the coursework as we discussed, and then you'll return home and you'll be able to transfer those credits to your home institution. So these are some screenshots in terms of how you would enroll. So in number one, you'll look at your application and you'll be able to see when you want to apply. You'll click on the Apply Now button where that arrow is pointing to in the bottom left corner. Once you've done that, there will be an option to add different elements. So if you book add-ons and upgrades, that's where you'll find the academic credits. And then you can see those 4 different options, the 1 to 5 credits, 6 to 10, 11 to 16, and then the diploma in international volunteering, those UK credits. So you'll be able to click whichever one is most appropriate for you and whichever one you're eligible for. If you have any questions as you're working through this, don't be shy about reaching out to your program manager. They'll be happy to address any questions or concerns that you have. So some questions that come up a lot, specifically if you are eligible to earn academic credit, if there are any prerequisites. We get a lot of students who are in between school, who are either high school or pre-college or postgraduate. Anyone from anywhere in the world is eligible to enroll in our programs and earn academic credit. There aren't prerequisites apart from what may be required on your particular program, but not for the academic credit component specifically. You do have to be 15 years old at the time of your program start date, so that's the only prerequisite. How the credits will apply to your degree plan is probably the main question that we receive from students. And the answer is, it depends. You have to go back to your home university to inquire with them about that. We can provide you with a sample transcript. We can tell you exactly how those credits will show up on a transcript. But what we can't tell you is how they will count at your home university. That is a decision that is left to different offices at your home university. So what we recommend is that you map out your degree plan. You think about where you have flexibility, what requirements there are, and where an upper division internship credit that shows up on a US transcript may fit into that degree plan. Visit with your academic advisor or your registrar's office, whatever it is within your university, that the way that they approve transfer of credit or approvals of study abroad in general. That's who you need to go to in advance of making this plan to make sure that you understand how that credit will transfer. So it does require some advanced work on your part, but it is well worth it, and it could save you thousands of dollars in doing this footwork on the front end. Can you pay for the academic credit with financial aid? That, again, the answer is it depends. There are some universities that have the possibility of setting up a holding course, or it's a course that allows them to enroll students in a study abroad or an internship experience, knowing that the transcript will be coming at the end of the semester. And that allows them to treat the student like they are eligible for financial aid. Not all universities do that. So it is very much something that you need to inquire with your university. It may be your study abroad office, it may be your academic advisor, or it may be your financial aid office if you are eligible to receive financial aid, the way that you do to pay your home university tuition and fees. If you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to us, but oftentimes with this particular question, we're going to have to route you back to your university to get the final answer. So will these credits transfer to universities outside of the United States? We know that we have a lot of students who come from all over the world. And the answer to that question, again, is it depends. While international students are also obviously eligible to receive US academic credit, we recommend that you check with your advisor first, before you make these plans to ensure that they will accept credits. We certainly have seen that in certain circumstances, but it's not something that is a guarantee. It's not something, that decision is not in our hands. It's in your university's hands. So with that, I will open it up and see if there are any additional questions from the chat, or if anybody would like to unmute themselves and we can answer. We can answer questions that way.
Yes, I wonder, how come the credit's so inexpensive?
Great question. The credit is inexpensive because we have a school of record relationship with these universities that are not charging for students to be in the classroom, taking up the resources of hosting a student in the classroom. So the academic credit is just something that is not a very expensive endeavor when the student is not in the classroom. And then we have not, we are a certified B Corp, which means that we have a lot of transparency around our corporate governance, our fiscal policies. So we don't mark up a lot of margin on how much students are paying for that academic credit. Any other questions?
Hello, yes, good afternoon. Hi, Jennifer. My name is Alexandra Dionisi. I'm from Rowan College. We previously met at last year's Community College for International Development Conference in Washington. So thanks for hosting this. And my question is related to the Intern Abroad HQ, particularly regarding scholarships like the Gilman Scholarship. Have you seen students use the scholarship to pay for their funds, or do you know of any hurdles regarding students using scholarships like Gilman to pay for their internships?
Yes, nice to visit with you, Alexandra. Thanks for being online. We have seen students that have received the Gilman Scholarship. Our programs are eligible. Students, with both internship and volunteer, as long as the student is meeting the eligibility requirements for Gilman for the duration and the location. That's for people in the Zoom call that are unaware of it. This is a scholarship specifically for U.S. students that are eligible for the Pell Grant. So it may not be applicable for everybody in the room, but for those that are eligible, our programs are a really great fit for them to have that.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes. Let's see, I'm going to just sort back and see if there were any other questions that were not answered in the chat. So the Gilman Scholarship, I think, looks like my colleague Michaela has answered most of the questions, but please feel free to unmute if there are any other questions that have not been addressed. It looks like people are interested in seeing the syllabus. We're happy to share that. And again, you know, this has been accredited. It's been well scrutinized by the accrediting bodies at University of Montana and Warren Wilson College. So, so we've had a lot of students that have navigated getting this credit approved for their home universities, and they haven't had any challenges. The question, why just those two universities? I mean, it's really just the way that School of Record relationships work. It's you only essentially need one university. We've added two because University of Montana was our initial relationship for a shorter term study abroad. And we noticed a need to have higher academic credits, more than 5 academic credits available. That's why we added Warren Wilson, because they were able to add higher academic credits, and University of Montana's curriculum just has not yet approved being able to award more than 5 academic credits for internship. or volunteer experiences. So you just need one school of record relationship. Usually the reason we have two is because we wanted to add more options for students. All right, well, I'll see if there are any additional questions. Be happy to stay on. We will be happy to email out the syllabus, our slides. We'll share a copy of this recording for anybody that's interested. And we really appreciate you coming in and joining in this. Please feel free to stay on if you have any specific questions, but otherwise we really appreciate your attendance. Oh, I see one more question here from Connie about the money for the academic credits. Is it going to the university? Yes, the way that the student pays for the academic credit is the same as paying for their international volunteering or their international internship credit. So we invoice them, and then the university invoices us for the students that have been enrolled. So the students do not pay the university directly. We invoice the students for everything. And I see Alexandra's question, are there any countries that will be added to Intern Abroad HQ in the near future? We do have a few more in the works. We've just opened up Sydney, which we're very excited about, and I'll be visiting them in a few weeks, and I'll have more to report back after my site visit. And then there are a few more that we have that we are not quite ready to announce, but we should soon. So please stay tuned, and we'll make sure if you're receiving our emails, we'll make sure that we announce it there. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. And we look forward to seeing you and your students on our programs in the future.